like here again, I want to humble myself. I understand what it takes because I think that I've been on that extreme side. I understand bodybuilding. I love it. It's my passion. But I'm in that weird state where a professional, if he looked at me or even a professional coach looked at me, he would be like, yeah, you've been doing it, but you haven't been doing it. You know the dull knives we have dull knives and we have really sharp ones. And like there's really sharp ones. They're the ones on stage already. I'm like the dull knife, you know? You either got to sharpen it or you got to buy a whole new one. And right now, I feel like I'm in the stage of buying a new one. And I want to do that to prove to myself that I can do this. I'm so sick of sitting back and watching, being a fan. I wasn't raised to be a fan. Like I never want to be a fan. Fitness and bodybuilding are two different things. Like you can go to the gym, you can lift, and you can eat healthy, and you're not a bodybuilder. Bodybuilders are all year round, 24/7. They're always thinking about whether they're competing to lose body fat and retain that muscle or to gain as much muscle as possible.
You know what song's playing in my head? Do, do, do.
That's not as pretty as Aaron saying. Shout out to Aaron saying.
So if I want to be like truthful, like about my career, I do this because I don't feel like I've really started my career yet. And that's why I'm really honing in on this show because it means a lot more than me than my last two shows because it's just the fact that like, I feel like when I get on that stage, I'm gonna peel apart the body fat that I've put on over the last 2 years and muscle. And I'm gonna reveal that muscle, and for me, it's gonna be like beautiful to like feel and see what I actually am underneath it all, so I can see myself and I can see where I can go from here. Whether I take first, whether I go to nationals, I'm not really worried about all that, you know, all the pizzazz of the sport. I'm more worried about. I'm not even worried. I'm more focused on. I'm real focused on getting to where I want to go. Yeah. I mean, it sounds weird when I say that, but yeah, getting to where I want to go, but with each and every step calculated. And when I look back at myself in 2 years, 3 years, I want to say that, yeah, I did the show not by myself, but I coached myself to the show, and that this was the starting point. If it was just the gym, then I can literally go to the gym every single day, work out as hard as I want to work out, whatever style I want to work out, sets, reps, wouldn't matter. It's not just the gym. It's more than that. It's calculation, how many sets, how many reps. Not normal. Like God did not make us to be bodybuilders, to be honest. So when people like talk about like how God got them there, like, you know, praise God for all the efforts. It's like, I love God. I believe in God. I have a high valued outlook on who God is and what he or she or it is in my life. But I do not believe that God, like for instance, when the Broncos win the Super Bowl, it's God. It's like, no, it's not. It's God has allowed us to use this earth, use our resources, but I believe that God has nothing to do with a bodybuilding, because bodybuilding is gluttonous. I mean, it's gluttonous, it's selfish, it's self-centered, and it's a sport, and that's what a lot of athletes are they're self-centered. They're focused on them, and some can be gluttonous. So I don't believe that bodybuilding is God or God is bodybuilding. I believe that God is allow us to choose our own route and go freely where we want to go with our body and with our mind and with our spirit. And I believe that as long as you're doing things that will benefit yourself and others positively, I believe God's and the Spirit's always going to be on the side when you're on the side of right.